at 8 years old and started editing with that thing, I would be unstoppable. Unstoppable. Welcome to my other new series, which is called Behind the Camera. I have to make this an introduction because Babe's Thoughts already has like back to the back, where I talk about stuff which is obvious. But Behind the Camera is a new series I've decided to start. I am someone who is very interested in most things about film, content creation, cameras, and microphones. So I was like, why not I make another series about that? So this is Behind the Camera with Babe, a new series I've started where we talk about film, content creation, editing, and all these kind of things, since it's something I am good at. A niche I have been working on it since I was 8 years old. I started editing, and I still have my old channel up, which apparently when you search up my channel that shows up. And today I'll be talking about, what will I be talking about? My thoughts on video editing as a video editor who gets paid. So just for background information, the nation of the international nation, I am a video editor currently. I edit my own YouTube videos. I currently work for somebody and I edit stuff for them, whether it be trailers, interviews. I'm also open to editing for other people if you need help. Hit me up. I just started doing it because I thought video editing was cool, and I love how video editing just made things look fun and it really captures the moment. And like if you're in the moment and you want it to be, and it's like a special moment and you want people to know that that's a special moment, and video editing got that for me. So my mom bought me something, I forgot what it was called, but it was an orange app, and I started video editing from there. Then I started discovering other apps like CapCut and all these other things, and I started editing family events, mini vlogs I've done privately for myself, and I was like, okay, I feel like I can level up, and that's how I ended up being where I am today. Now, do I recommend video editing for everybody? Absolutely. If you want to do video editing as a hobby, there are apps like CapCut and like Adobe. I heard there's like other apps on your phone that you can use to edit, mainly because video editing is like not only just for you, but like you can also edit your favorite characters. Like you've seen so many, like I'm sure people have seen fan edits of their favorite singers and artists and actors and actresses on like TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. You can do those. Like when you do video editing, it doesn't just have to be storytelling. You can edit you. And also I feel like this skill is also helpful because if you have a project someday, you can, use it, which I've used many times. So if it's a hobby, I suggest just starting off from your phone. But if it's like a serious hobby, but like you don't want to go anywhere with it, maybe move to your computer. So an app I would recommend for beginners for video editing would be CapCut. I have used CapCut since day one, before all of a sudden there are the pro now. There are all these extra effects now. I've been using CapCut before all of this. I've been using CapCut before the templates. Before all of that, I've been using CapCut. And I think it is amazing now that it has all of these options and the templates and stuff. I'm not saying they're bad, but like all of these options, they're so beginner friendly. Just put in your thing, cut in some stuff, and you're good to go. I can go deeper into that, but I would say for beginners who want to make it a hobby or for fun or just random, I suggest 100% use CapCut. It's free. If you want to like really take it to the next level as a hobby, because why not? Buy pro. I don't think if you're just doing it for fun, you should really buy a very expensive app unless you have money and you're rich and you just want to spend, because why not? If you just want to have fun, test it out. CapCut is the way, because it is absolutely fun, especially if you're a YouTuber that's starting out or anybody that's starting out. Use CapCut. CapCut is life's change. Like it is like amazing. If I had CapCut at 8 years old and started editing with that thing, I would be unstoppable. Okay, and they didn't pay me to do this, I'm just saying, but if they want to. But say you've been editing for like months or years, because it took me a while to like really strengthen my editing skills and like really master it out. But if you really want to take things to the next level, I would 100%, there are other video editing apps out there, recommend Final Cut Pro, which I am currently using, mainly because it is like one of those editing apps where you can go in detail. If you want to do something like cutting stuff or like getting things done, like you just want to cut off a part, add some music, you can do that on CapCut. That's the basic stuff. But if you want to go in detail, like the coloring, the changing corners, the zoom in. If you want to do all of those extra detailed, because I feel like Final Cut Pro looked cool, but I didn't actually know that you can do so much with it. Like, it's powerful. Get Final Cut Pro. And I think it's the best thing I've ever decided, because I tried procrastinating and thinking I was going to use CapCut, because I was like, why not? It's easy. But Final Cut Pro is something else. I'm telling you right now, the quality is amazing. Of course, it's going to be a big file, but it's amazing. You can go into detail, and it makes cutting clips easier. You can do so many things with the audio, so many things with the video, the effects, the lighting, and everything. You are in complete control of the video you are editing. Whatever the outcome is will be based on what you want, and you can go in detail, which I think is best. You can do that on Final Cut Pro, but you can't go in detail. And as someone as me who wants to be in control of everything and not have one detail missed out, you should definitely get Final Cut Pro. What if it's too complicated, too many buttons? YouTube. I did not need to hire some professional whatever to teach me how to use it. I search it up on YouTube. You need one thing: patience. You need patience video editing. It's like you need patience, because if you want good videos, you need good patience, because you can't just be like editing, cutting, okay, I'll add audio, okay, I just cut this up. No. You gotta figure out how to make that video make sense. Make it make sense. Storytelling. When it comes to video editing, you don't play games. This is not CapCut. You don't just cut. Log in, focus whatever you're editing on if you want a job through video editing, and then sharpen it. Because eventually, the more you do this, which is something I did, the more I did it, the more I got used to it, that whenever I do video editing, whenever I have a gut feeling or I feel disgusted or there's something wrong, even though everything looks perfect, you will know instantly what is wrong. You will get so used to it that when you're editing and something is wrong, you missed out something from your normal routine on editing, you will be able to fix it and spot it. It will just be there on the back of your brain now. Like, you don't really have to double check as much, because the more you do this, the more you'll be like, this is not my face, something's wrong. And then you find it. The more you practice, the more patience you have with this, because it takes time. And also for people who download it, just because you can cut, attach an audio, learn how to save the file a certain way, or learn how to color grade, absolutely does not mean I'm the best, because your video could be trash even if you know how to do any of these things. You gotta know how to do storytelling, because if you don't know how to do storytelling, you don't know how to make your video make sense, but the quality is okay, what's the point of making it? Also, keep in mind, if you want to take it to the next level, you will have to go in detail in everything. I'm not saying be the best or know how it's coded, everything. No. But if you want to learn how to color grade, please don't just stick to the lines, to that. As much as possible, go into detail about color grading. What can you do with color grading in Final Cut Pro? Is there a different way to do this? I like this color, it makes this video look nice, but I feel like, can I do something else? Is there something deep? Is there a option I didn't click? Is there another button I didn't choose that I didn't know existed? Let's find out more. Be open and find out more in detail. Do not stay stuck on one option if you want to take this seriously. As much as possible, you need to be flexible, because the more you know in detail about what you can do in Final Cut Pro or any video editing app, the easier it will be for you to solve a certain problem. As if, let's say, the lighting is weird, and not only the lighting, the coloring is weird, but if I adjust the lighting, it adjusts the coloring, or if I adjust the coloring, it adjusts the lighting. How are you gonna fix that if you only know certain things, or the basic level? But if you go in detail and you know how this works, you can then adjust it and then fix it easily. Because if you don't go in detail, this never would have been a problem in the first place, because you would have fixed it. Because you're gonna have those kind of problems if you start doing video editing. Make it make sense. Another thing about if you want to take this seriously is that with Final Cut Pro, you can make a video, okay? Let's say on the same level as CapCut. But the thing is, if you want to make this your job, or if you want to take this seriously, what you have, always remember, it could be better. When you're video editing for your client or whatever it is, just know that because this is not Final Cut Pro where there's limits, and yes, Final Cut Pro, you can do a lot, but you know what I mean? You can do so much better. That's one thing about video editing. Yes, you made a video, but it can be better. I think people need to understand when it comes to video editing, because they just want to get the video done and then get it over with. You edit it, you finish it, you watch it, see what you can add. You don't just edit it, watch it go. Unless you want to get it done, you might as well just not care at all. If you don't want to take that might as well just be a hobby. Every time you video edit, you gotta make sure you can level up your game as much as possible. Every video you edit has to be better than the one you just made. So yes, in summary, for the first part of the behind the camera with Babe series, if you want it to be a hobby, use CapCut. They're very well known, and it's getting easier and easier to use because of the templates and the effects they are putting on there, which is amazing. And if you want to take things seriously, use what I use, Final Cut Pro, because you're in control of everything, and you can go into more detail. Everything is under your control, and the quality of saving the file and the video after is 10 times better than CapCut. Hopefully this video will convince others that if they need help with video editing, hit me up.